Forgot my hat. Can't play without my hat. Can't see without my glasses. What's going on? Welcome to RainbowSky Radio.
Enjoy the show. Enjoy the show.
This is a safe space for exploration and expression and emotion and self-discovery. I'm RainbowSky, and I am so happy you are here. The purpose of this show is to hopefully plant seeds of inspiration as a catalyst for positive change for you to live a colorful life. I'm your captain, RainbowSky, and let's see what we can find along the way. Today, I am grateful to be here in Bisbee, Arizona, in a painting studio that my friend Doug is letting me stay in for this week. It's called The Painted Portrait, and so behind me, we've got a whole bunch of faces of Bisbee, which is really cool. It's a cool atmosphere to be in. But I'm going to give you a little first-person view here. Here's the guitar. My legs, camera, and all the recording gear. So I've got some simple setups and I've got some more complex setups, and I'll talk about them. So let's jump in right here. So this is the Zoom H5. What I've got plugged in is a shotgun mic, and I've attached, I've turned on phantom power so that basically this mic has power because it needs it. And this cord is plugged straight into my guitar, so that'll be a cool direct in. And then we have my phone going, which I do a lot of recordings with, and I've done a test in here, and it actually sounded really good with the acoustics. And then we have this Tascam on top, which is acting similar as the iPhone, but it's just a nicer mic and has the nice stereo mic on top, and that's what you've been hearing the audio from. So when I'm looking at audio and making sure that it's at the right level, basically once they go past -0, they start peaking and you can't really recover the sound and it comes out distorted. So guitar sounds good. Mic sounds pretty good. We've got it right here, the shotgun mic. It's a little bit in the shot. They use this a lot of times in the Tiny Desk sessions so that they can keep the mic far away, but it's a very direct sound. But I wanted to make sure it was more pointed at like my chest and my mouth rather than the guitar. Enough of the audio stuff. Let's get into a song. First step, tune the guitar. So while I'm tuning the guitar, I'll talk about this guitar. I got it in Tucson, Arizona, where I met the maker. He basically buys all the parts and then tweaks them and makes them sound all nice. And so I got an acoustic electric for under $200. It has a nice warm sound, and yeah, now I can plug straight in and record and, you know, go on stage and plug in. So it's a blessing. It's cool. So we're rolling here. Let's do this thing, I guess. During the quarantine, I met someone on this daily call that I hopped on by chance, and someone heard my voice and connected with me and learned I was a filmmaker and reached out and said, hey, I studied film too. And then we started talking, and then they were like, hey, what if I visited you in Philadelphia, where I was living at the time? And I was like, sure. And they were from Wisconsin, and they drove all day, like sunrise to sunset, just to come see me for a couple days. So I had never had someone do that for me before, so decided to write a song about it before she arrived. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm alright. For today
so long till I'm sure. Don't act strong, just ask for help, and it will come with the sun. Just to stay a day and share your lives. Well, oh my friend, you showed me how to love again. Survive another night.
So that song was just, I think, about feeling really lonely, especially during quarantine. And the fact that this person was going out of their way, out of their state, and doing over a 12-hour drive just to come see me reminded me of how special I am, how worth it I am. And sometimes we need that reminder. And it was incredibly beautiful. And I will forever cherish that friendship and connection. And I'm just sending out lots of love to them and full gratitude for that moment in time. So thank you. So the next one is about, I didn't want to write a song about love necessarily. So I went out to a park under a tree where I usually am, or I usually like to be. And instead of writing about love, loss, or looking for it, just being in full gratitude for all the friends and relationships who have brought out the best side in me, and allowed me to feel free and to feel safe and to feel expressive and to feel emotional and to just feel like I can just be in all of it and just be me. And I really try and do that for others too. And so this is my song just thanking all the people who did it for me. So, and who continually doing it for me.
Out of me, oh darling, darling, you bring the best out of me, bring the best out of darling, darling, you bring the best out of me, oh darling, you bring the best out of me, you bring the best out of me. You bring the best out of me. wanna say how I feel. I'm afraid, so I yield. If I said how I feel, and I'd say that I feel, oh I feel, oh I feel, oh I feel my heart beat, 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 to the drum beat, 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 beat. Feel our hearts beat, 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 to the drum beat, 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 best out of me. You bring the best out of me. You bring the best out of me, darling, darling, darling. You bring the best out of me, darling, darling, darling. You bring the best out of me, darling. Me.
Wow. Never got emotional during that song before, but that kind of became the song of the year last year when I was living in Tucson, Arizona. It kept getting requested, and I would just play it time and time again, and around a fire, on a stage, to one person, to nobody. It's just a song that really lights me up. So brought a lot of memories and moments and people through my head during that one. So I was gonna do my last original, but I'm actually gonna do a cover and then end it on the original. So this cover is by one of my favorite artists as a child or a teenager or whatever, still to this day. Super beautiful vibes and sweet words and sweet melodies, and so you may know this.
There's no combination of words I could put on the back of a postcard. No song that I could sing, but I could try for your heart. All dreams, they are made out of real things, like a box of photographs with sepia tone loving. But love is the answer, at least for most of the questions in my heart, like why we're here and where do we go and how come it's so hard. It's not always easy, sometimes life can be deceiving. I'd say one thing, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Look at the stars when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're All these dreams might find their way into my day-to-day sleep. Might be under the impression, be somewhere in between, with only two, just me and you. Not so many things we got to do, or places we got to be. We'll sit beneath the mango tree now. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Somewhere in between together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Da 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 da. Well, I believe in memories, they look so pretty when I sleep. And now and when I wake up, you look so pretty, sleeping next to me. Hey, but there's not enough time. There is no song I could sing. No, there's no combination of words I could say, but I will tell you one thing, we're better together.
So another thing I'll share, that was Jack Johnson, Better Together, by the way. I have never played it that way, and I never play any song the same way. So I think I had a hard time justifying or wanting to record any of my songs. I felt like then they're permanent when they were ever adapting. So that's why I really like this kind of live remote session. It's like, this doesn't feel definite. It just feels like a version. It just feels like I'm sharing a song with you in this moment, and this is the moment you get, you know? It's like you see a band on stage and they might do crazy 20-minute solo, and that's the version of the song, but that's not going to be in the recorded version, and you may not be able to see that ever again. And so there's kind of this cool exclusivity about the ever-evolving song rather than it being the same thing every other time. So let's talk about ever-evolving. You know, sometimes we have to leave our hometowns, which can start feeling fairly stale and feel like we hit a block in our personal or professional or creative life. I think we need to travel. We need to have new perspectives and explore. And leaving my hometown was the best decision I made. And returning to it has sometimes been really difficult, sometimes has been incredibly beautiful. And each time it's a surprise, but it's still my hometown. And so I wrote a song about it the last time I was there, when I was quarantined on the back porch during my brother's wedding week that I was taken out of because of a false COVID test. So
back in my hometown, back in this old town, where nothing changes here except for the atmosphere. So I took a walk around, my feet didn't touch the ground. Moved away long ago from all the rain and snow. When I'm going up from here, I'm growing up, my dear. I'm going up from here, I'm growing up, my dear. Oh, oh. place is lonely when I got myself here only. Guess it's time to pack up the car, see if I can get real far. I ain't got no AC, but I know I got the ocean breeze ahead of me. Ahead of me. Well, I'm back in my hometown, back in this old town where nothing changes here except for the atmosphere. I'm going up from here, I'm growing up, my dear. Yes, I'm going up from here, I'm growing up, my dear. Oh, oh. Well, I'm back in my hometown, back in this old town where everyone lives in fear. I gotta get out of here.
So, just thinking about one of the lines, I ain't got no AC. I don't. My camera's about to die, but I'm going to sign out. I live in a van now, no AC, no fan, with a sleeping dog over there. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for tuning into the show. This is your Sky Captain, Rainbow Sky, and I'm signing out. Be sure to follow on Instagram and Facebook and subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next show.